Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly Craig and welcome to Globe Dater. Today I'm going to show you how to clean the soot out of the piping and the chimney for an oil furnace. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think for a second that anyone else has a 55-year-old oil furnace like I do. My house is very old, which I've mentioned in previous videos. This furnace to get cleaned by a professional would cost up to $350, money that I'd rather save in my pocket. The beauty about an old furnace is they're like old cars. Before computer chips, before they were complicated, you could think things through and from start to finish, take pieces apart one by one, remembering how to put them back together again, and they would be functional again. So you don't have to have a lot of training in this area. Now, I originally thought that I was going to have to take the entire pipe off as a single unit that leads up to the chimney. But I've had a closer look and I've realized that it's actually put together in sections. So what I'm going to do is start with the bottom section and try to remove it and slip a bag in as quickly as I can to catch the oil soot. I'm assuming I'm going to be covered in soot from head to toe, so please wear the grossest, oldest clothes that you can possibly get your hands on, because these clothes are going to go directly from my body into the garbage, no doubt. So what I'm showcasing today is, ladies, we can do this, okay? You don't need to spend the money as long as you're meticulous, you clean things properly, put them back together the way you took them apart, everything's going to work out just fine. So here we go. Create a nice working space for yourself around the furnace, clear everything out of the way. Once the soot starts to come out of the pipe, it's going to float through the air and land on everything. Here, this is number 2. I'm going to switch it off. I've got the furnace on because when I switch it off, I want to hear it go off. When you're removing these screws, keep in mind you might have to use some WD-40. This is the piping that goes up to the chimney. And it does come in sections, so it's about a 3-foot section that I'm going to start with. Definitely have to get all your weight into it. Man, these screws are on tight. But they are coming off. More WD-40. This top section's coming right out. Ooh. Look at that. I've taken the top piping off that leads to the chimney. And it really wasn't that full, but I'm suspecting this one is going to be the culprit. I gotta tell you how shocked I am for such an unclean fuel type. After 55 years, there really isn't a lot of soot. Let's take a look inside the chimney. And down below. Well, that was by far the worst job that I've ever had to tackle. However, it's done now and it's $350 saved and in my pocket, so I'm appreciative for that. It was a bit of a challenge getting the chimney back together because it did come apart in sections. I tried to put it back together standing up, but I found that I just couldn't make it fit between the bottom of the furnace and the top of the chimney anymore. So I brought it down to the floor and put it back together as one full piece and then put it back that way. Still a bit of a challenge, but after a couple good kicks, pulls, and pushes, it's all back in place. So we're going to go turn the furnace on now. Let's see if it works. Yeah, baby, it worked.